Hi, and welcome to our engineer review. I'm Koby Phillips, our VP of Cloud here at Telarus, and today we're going to be joined by Lumen's Jeff Wisor to talk about the platform that's being built over there. So Jeff, you mind giving us a little bit of background on yourself, and then we'll dive into the technical stuff here in just a second.
Yeah, sounds great. Thanks for having me, Koby. So a little bit of background on myself. I've been here at Lumen for approximately 15 years, going back to the Savvis acquisition. Really, to around technical sales is where my specialty is. I've been in sales and sales support around technology throughout my entire career. So looking forward to the discussion today, Koby.
Well, with that, let's take a little bit of a deeper dive into what Lumen's put together over there and why that positions you guys so well moving forward to help partners with their advanced services. We're talking cloud, all kinds, right? Hybrid, public, private, obviously, and a lot of the other things. But you guys have put together a pretty robust offering. I think you said it's built around 4 pillars in a couple of conversations we had previously. If you don't mind breaking some of those down for us.
Yeah, absolutely. So really, it comes down to 4 pillars, as you mentioned, what we're calling our platform moving forward. And so IT agility is really centered around managed services for ITS. Connected security secures a global footprint of technologies and solutions. Edge computing is the newer technology that we hope to be a leader in and continue to strive towards being that. And then network and communications, really kind of who the legacy CenturyLink company really and still is known for, network and communications. And around those network and communications, that's really key to the platform that Lumen has created. About 450,000 global miles of fiber is key to the platform because that's how you achieve the low latency data transport that our applications and workloads that we support are looking for and need. Over 100,000 on-net buildings is really the breadth of on-net, and then we grow that. We're continuing to invest in that on-net presence. We serve customers in over 60 countries. Again, it's a global footprint, and here locally, over 40 states, providing about 5 million internet and voice customers. So really a large transport network is really what our platform is based around. Getting into more of the IT agility pillar, we really have broken it down to infrastructure, multi-cloud management, network, the managed services to support that, which we call advanced managed services, and then plus security. Security is key to all of the solutions that Lumen has to provide. A little bit more into the managed services a little bit later, but again, jumping into connected security, what we like to say is we see more and we stop more. Being a global company, a global footprint, our network is run by security operations centers and network operations centers. So we have a NOC and a SOC integration. So that allows our customers to take advantage of services like adaptive threat intelligence, secure log monitoring, DDoS mitigation, and firewall services. So the connected security is really a wrapper around our technology services that we'll continue to talk about later on.
Yeah, and I mean, what I get excited about when I hear this is the way that we, position and educate our partners around cloud services in particular does go back to that infrastructure conversation. It has to be built out from the network up, right, to support everything. Because what you put into the cloud, you can't get to it the right way, it's not going to work. And what Lumen's really positioned themselves as with that traditional network-based environment and all of those fiber route miles and all of those pops, you take your edge product and you cover 98% of the domestic US with 5 milliseconds of latency to push that out in that CDN network that you guys have. It really does position you guys extremely well. And what I want to know more about too is, the additional things as you're known as this network company. Do you have a little bit of info on the teams that are built around this to support these products and how much investment Lumen's put into these?
Yeah. The teams, the teams here at the channel have support resources that the overlays, like myself and other specialty sales overlays, that really bring the knowledge and the expertise to pull these solutions together. because you're correct. When we talk about the network, the edge computing component to it, what we start to do is we start to build solutions, and the solutions really start at the application layer and where the data sits. So when we get into the customers' conversations, we need to bring these overlays and experts really to the table to have more of a holistic conversation from edge to edge. And that's really what Lumen can do. We have the platform to support the edge to edge discussion and that solution discussion. We monitor over 1 billion events a day. We mitigate over 100 daily DDoS attacks for security purposes. So the monitoring that we have and the expertise that we have on our network really validates that story, and it really validates that solution we can bring.
Yeah, it's a tremendous offering. And what I, once again, get excited about is the stackability within the environment. For our partners to be able to bring in a supplier and have them help them expand from one potential opportunity to 5 or 6 to 7, I see a lot of strength in that with these conversations. As we get the right talk tracks down and the right flow, it could really open up a lot more doors and obviously a lot more wallet share of that customer to go to Lumen and our partners that are positioned well with you guys.
Yeah, and a great segue. We have just announced, along with VMware, more of a strategic partnership with VMware to offer low latency edge computing securely. So with VMware's announcement and Lumen's announcement, the partnership that we're going to strengthen is really going to streamline and secure the edge discussion. So that, along with the newer technologies like Velo Cloud, integration with that, all of the discussion now becomes a stack discussion, a solution discussion to support an application closer to the end user. So the technology that really is coming to the forefront and the partnerships of Lumen, VMware, and other partners that we bring into that discussion really going to expand the footprint of opportunity. And I see that happening as soon as Q1, and now really Q4 is really when it's kicking off here in 2020.
And that's what it's all about, right? Getting that end user to the data in that application in the most efficient, quickest manner possible. And I understanding that that's what you guys are aiming to do is critical in getting everything positioned right for a customer. We're talking now where we're talking in milliseconds. We've got it down to 5 milliseconds, but the future is going to be microseconds and nanoseconds. We start talking more and more about autonomous vehicles and things like that. Lumen seems to be very well positioned with all of the things that they're putting into play to be a major force in that conversation with end user customers. So I highly recommend that our partners start to take a deeper dive into the catalog that you guys have to offer. You've touched on the security stuff. You've touched on the infrastructure pieces. Do you mind if I kind of walk you down a little selfishly, right, as a VP of Cloud here? Can we talk a little bit about the capabilities that you guys have to build out that robust cloud environment, whether it be, mostly it's going to be hybrid, I would suspect, but because you guys can support the hyperscalers, right? You can help customers with AWS, Azure, Google environments, and maybe touch on that for us.
Yeah, absolutely. So Lumen is one of 3 service providers that holds managed certificates for AWS, Azure, VMware Cloud, Google Cloud, Oracle. So all of the major, and we continue to add all the major hyperscalers out there. So we have a great management style through the platform that allows you to have multi-cloud environments managed by Lumen. You can also bring your own cloud and manage your own cloud if you would like to do that from the hyperscaler perspective. But to your point, we can also provide private cloud and hybrid cloud offerings through our assets and our footprint of data centers. So along with the platform and the assets that we've acquired, we've continued to invest in the private cloud offerings along with VMware and other partners, and expanded that footprint to global. So we can have a true hybrid environment where you can reach out into the hyperscaler public cloud environments, have more of a private cloud environment within inside a data center, and then also, if you'd like to, reach out into some of the co-location environments, some of the co-location footprint that we can offer. So we make this very easy to have offerings within the small, medium, and large server footprint within our data center.
Yeah, You touched on it earlier. You said you can build solutions, right? And you can figure out what applications are driving the company's businesses forward and make that the number one priority of the conversation. And the ability to do it in a number of different ways shouldn't be lost. It's extremely impactful that you guys can come in and sit down and really consult and become, a strategist along with our partners in those accounts on how to best move this company forward. One of the things that we really highlight for our partners to focus on in our education tracks is around driving business conversations, right? And then utilizing the technology to fulfill where that business needs to go and how to help the customer get there. I'm very impressed with what you guys have built in the offering to help companies do that. And you've touched on it. You can secure it. You can get it out through a legacy network, right? You're going to be on net in a ton of different areas for the connectivity. You're coming in with this very strong edge play to really lighten the latency between the end users and their applications. And then, oh, by the way, we can go ahead and manage a very complex environment if needed and make sure the customer gets exactly what they need from that infrastructure that's cloud-based. As far as the partnerships that you guys are continually to grow with, you kind of touched on your data center partnerships a little bit. I know you guys have a lot of different data center operators that you guys partner with now. You mentioned VMware. You have the certificates. Is there anything else that's coming down the pipe that you're seeing that's going to be instrumental to the growth of this particular space for Lumen?
Really, I think it's just the investment in the platform that we've spoke about. The four pillars of IT agility, connected security, edge computing, and network communications. We're going to continue to be a leader, a thought leader in moving application and workloads closer to the end user. That's really what you'll see out of Lumen in the next, I say, 2 to 4 years. Is really that investment to streamline and secure the edge industry. So that's those partners like VMware and other network providers. Network partners that we can bring to the table will continue to streamline that effort. And really, it goes back to the expertise that we've acquired through the years. Everything that we've done over the years obviously has come to a point here where we are well positioned to support the edge movement. And all of these services and solutions that we've discussed today are a piece of that. It's not just having a node at the edge of the network and putting a server there. It's the management, it's the technology, it's the analytics. It's the ability to have governance and orchestration through all that and automation, as you've mentioned earlier. And then put a management and secure wrapper around that to an end customer. And then having the ability to walk them through that journey through migrations to the edge, public clouds or hyperscalers is also a piece of that. So that's going to be a huge component into our partnerships as well.
And just like anything else with Lumen, right, and our partners, it all starts with the channel managers. So to continue to have these conversations, to get a deeper dive, guys, you're going to want to definitely touch base with your channel manager and get those guys involved in your conversations. They'll grab the right resources from Lumen, whether that be technical or more strategic, and get those in place for those conversations with your customers. And like I've said throughout this entire video, I think Lumen's extremely well positioned. And one of the best kept secrets in the channel of all of these expertise that they have, hopefully it gets ruined and we start getting word out and get more opportunities for you guys in this particular space.
Yeah, looking forward to it. And you're absolutely right. It starts with the channel manager relationship and it goes from there. I think that, the more that you engage with your channel managers and have these type of discussions and get them in there to also listen to these discussions with your customers, really that sell with motion is really going to push us forward to more opportunities.
Well, Jeff, unless I've left anything out that you want to cover here, I think we've hit on different information here, and hopefully we piqued some interest, and we'll get some deeper dive requests, and we'll take it from there.
Yeah, no, I think we've had a great discussion and covered a lot of areas. So looking forward to more discussions around these.
Well, I appreciate you joining us. And for our partners, appreciate you guys watching this, and hopefully you got your interest peaked. Reach out to your local channel manager there at Lumen. Reach out to your SPDM here at Telarus or an engineer if you do want to do a deeper dive. myself included, and we'll get you guys all taken care of. And with that, thank you guys again for viewing this video, and have a great rest of your day.